is fourth quarter of the JV game. So that's the final for the JV game. The varsity game's coming up next.
And welcome here, ladies and gentlemen. Great matchup here in North Class A high school basketball, where we have the Lawrence High School Bulldogs hosting Gardiner High School Tigers. Gonna have starting lineups here. We have the Lawrence girls on the road at Gardiner. A score update in that game is 40-35 Gardiner, 5:31 remaining here. Starting lineup's going to be on the way. Going to start with the visiting Gardiner Tigers. Coming into the season, overall 2-6 are the Gardiners. Last game at Skowhegan, 58-46 loss. Sitting in the 9th seed here. And starting off here for the Tigers is going to be Jackson Tweedy, number 3, as well as Braden Dorogi, and number 24, Logan Carlton, as well as freshman Calvin Ketchings. And finishing out is the sophomore Ryan Moore, led by head coach Aaron Tolman, assisted by Charlie Lawrence and Roger Collins. Now for the home Bulldogs, sitting on the season 3-5 overall, Dylan Coombs going to lead off the starting lineup, as well as Dylan Martin Hashey, senior, and number 12, Nick Blaisdell, forward, 6'4", as well as Zach Nickerson. And finishing the starting lineup for the home Bulldogs is the senior Jake Patterson, the captain, coming to the matchup, led by head coach Jason Pellery, assisted by John Doyen and coach Elon Firmage. And as we're about to have opening tip-off here, thank you for tuning in to Crossroads TV, streaming on Facebook and our website, crossroads-tv.com. Tyler Miller bringing you a play-by-play call for tonight. Lawrence coming in after a loss at Coney this past weekend, 74-54, so both teams looking for a win here. And going into tonight's matchup in the standings, Lawrence sitting in the 5th seed with the heel points. So Gardiner going to take it in as it's hatching, but going to be called to travel, so Lawrence going to come away with it there, as that was called against the freshman Calvin Ketchings. Martin Hashey now with the near side. Patterson now going to take the ball up for the Bulldogs with 7:45 here left in the first quarter. Good pressure put on there by Tweedy, but Coombs now coming around. Blaisdell underneath. Turnaround jumper. That one not able to fall, and Gardner able to come away with it. Now being carried up by Dorogi. Shot here. That one misses the mark. Blaisdell able to get up and get it easily. Now 7:20 remaining in the first. Martin Hashey fakes the shot there. Ball rolls out, but able to be controlled by Coombs. Coach Pellerin calling. Play from the sideline. They're going to change it out here. Underneath the Blaisdell. Shot goes up. That one not able to fall, but able to bat it back as it goes off the hand of Patterson to Nickerson. Nickerson's shot not able to fall. And now back in transition are the Tigers. Up it goes, and foul going to be called against Patterson. So that is going to send the sophomore Braden Dorogi to the line for two. And misses the first one. 6:50 remaining. Score still 0-0. And second shot on the way. And that one misses up, but rebounded, put up, and caught. And put in there by the freshman, Ketchens. So Gardner takes the lead, 2-0 here. Patterson brings it up. Coombs near side. Looking underneath, doesn't see what he likes, and passes it back to Patterson. Far side, Martin Hashey now. Underneath the Patterson, not able to get a good handle on it. Ketchens comes away with it, but Martin Hashey able to put a three up. That one able to fall, but able to rebound it is Blaisdell and put the shot up to tie it 2-all. 6:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Tweedy now. Shot goes up and shot falls for the senior Logan Carlton. Having a great year thus far. 16 points in the last matchup at Skowhegan. Team leader in that game. Able to get the steal. His catching's there, but able to be blocked by Martin Hashey on the play, but the call goes against the Bulldogs. And that's going to send the forward to the line. 4-2, 5:39 remaining here. Score is 4-2 for Gardner. He's able to make that shot, so it is 5-2 now. Second shot on the way. That one misses the mark. Blaisdell able to come with a defensive rebound. Now Coombs. Just north of 5.5 minutes to go here. Martin Hashey looking underneath. Back to Coombs at the top. Drives to his left. Martin Hashey now. Going to be a call going against Gardiner Tigers there. So it's going to be their first for the team. And going to be called against number 30, Ketchens, as that one goes up for Martin Hashey. Now pull within one with 5:14 remaining here in quarter number one. Dorogi. Coombs able to step up, take it away. And puts the layup in, gets it to fall. So now the Bulldogs. And Coombs able to come away with it there. Goes to his left, not able to get it off the glass. And Gardner comes away with a scare there as Lawrence does take their first lead, but then just stopped by Logan Carlton. Gets it to fall on the three ball. 8-6 now the score north of 4.5 minutes. Blaisdell goes to his right as a travel's called against the big man, so Gardiner Tigers going to have it here with 4:34. Tigers able to get it into play as Dorogi going to take the ball up. Goes to his left as charge is called. Patterson, good defensive play there. As that's the first one called against DeRogie. So team fouls, both 2 apiece early here in the first quarter. Nickerson now tries to drive, puts a shot up, gets it, the fall, 8-all, 4-11. Left here in quarter number 1. DeRogie goes to his left, looking across, back to the top, Carlton. That one misses the mark. Blaisdell able to settle it down for the Bulldogs with another rebound. And Coombs now drives left, puts a shot up underneath the Blaisdell. Almost the alley-oop there. 10-8 the score here for the Bulldogs, under 4 minutes to go. Pressure put on here by the Bulldogs, but able to get it deeper as Blaisdell goes up, gets the call against him. As that sends Catchings back to the line. 3:35, first one called against Blaisdell. As Catchings able to make the first one, now 10-9 the score. Substitutions coming in here for the Bulldogs. Number 4, Ryan Bork, as well as number 23, Christian LaRoche. And second one able to fall for Catchings. Now 10-10, 3:34 remaining. Nickerson looking for a pass underneath Bork on the far side, underneath the LaRoche, and gets it to fall after a couple bounces around the rim. Bulldogs regain the lead, 12-10, 3:10 remaining. Tweedy over to Catchings as it goes through the leg, and past Coach Pellerin, past the team bench. Coach Pellerin's got to work on his hands there as Coombs is taking it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Over to Bork now, near side. Across it goes to Nickerson. Underneath the Martin Hashi, puts a shot up and gets it to fall off the jumper. And the score now 14-10 as Gardiner takes a timeout. 2:45 remaining here in quarter number 1. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. You can visit us at crossroads-tv.com for replays of all home games of both Lawrence boys and girls basketball. As the call is going to go against Bork. So his first. So now team fouls, 4 for the Bulldogs, 2 for Gardiner. As Mitchell going to bring it up the floor here for the Tigers. Back to Tweedy. Underneath, it goes up, a travel called against Hudson. So the Bulldogs going to take back over with 2:31 remaining. Coombs now. Over to Bork. Near side to Nickerson. Looking for the pass, swings it over. Coombs across the board. Back over here near side Nickerson. 2:06 remaining. Back to Coombs, 3. That one misses the mark. Rebounded by the Tigers. And Tweedy now going to carry it up for the Tigers. Going far side. Trying to get it back to Hudson. Missed the opportunity. Back to Hudson it goes. Puts a shot up. And LaRoche comes up big defensively. Keeps it 14-10, 1:38 remaining here in the opening quarter. Now to Nickerson here on the near side. Underneath, bounce pass LaRoche, back to Bork. Coombs far side. That one misses the mark, but Coombs trying to come up, get the rebound, puts a shot up, and gets it off the high glass, 16-10. As it is, Carlton back to Tweedy. Trying to go underneath, able to drive as that one's called against Coombs. As Nick Blaisdell, Jake Patterson, as well as number 21, Mac Heward check back in for the Bulldogs. Tweedy underneath. That one not able to fall LaRoche, but Tweedy able to pickpocket and get it back. And tries to keep it back. But they're going to say it goes all on the Tigers, so Bulldogs going to take back over. 59.5 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Bork near side. Heward. 3-ball misses there. Carlton comes up with the rebound for the Tigers. Drives to his right, goes off the glass, but not able to fall. Blaisdell comes up with another rebound. Now just north of 30 seconds. Bork. Heward underneath the Blaisdell. Puts a shot up and falls, 18-10. Now 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tweedy, 3-ball. That one misses the mark. Rebounded by the Tigers. Back to Tweedy. Just north of 5 seconds. Carlton drives left, shot. That one airballed and comes up. And so the end of one. Score is 18-10. The Lawrence Bulldogs over the Gardiner Tigers. Thank you for tuning into tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. Final score for the Gardiner girls and Lawrence girls, 54-49. The Tigers are able to take it at home. And now coming back from the intermission, Lawrence going to have it here with a fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Blaisdell able to get it. Looks to drive it deep in. Goes that right side, puts the layup in, gets it to fall. 20-10 now the score. Dorogi. Goes to his left, underneath, tries to put a shot up, not able to fall. Battle underneath, jump ball called, gonna stay with the Tigers. 7:38 here in the second quarter. Team fouls, 5 for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Tigers. Tweedy calls the play, gets it inbounded. Dorogi puts a shot up, That one bounces off. Patterson able to come with the rebound. Bulldogs take it back in transition to Coombs now near side. Patterson on the far side. Drives it in, tries to put a bounce pass underneath, but picked off by Hudson and two other Tiger defenders. Catchings tries to put that up, goes off the rim. Nickerson comes away with it. Just north of 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Patterson, Martin Hashey, underneath the Blaisdell yet again, puts it off the glass and not able to fall there as the big man, Ryan Moore, comes down with it. Shot put up, that one misses the mark. Coombs able to come away with it. Martin Hashey gets the layup, the fall, 22-10. Just north of 6.5 minutes to go as Dorogi carries it back here for the Tigers. Looking to stop the rally here. Tweedy on the far side. Catchings and goes underneath, but going to be a foul called there. As that is going to send number 22, Kyle Adams, the junior, to the line for the Tigers. 6-team foul, second called here against Martin Hashey. First one falls for Adams. As substitutions come in for the Tigers side. And Adams again hits it, so now a 10-point game, 22-12, 6:19 left here in quarter number 2. Over to Coombs on the far side. Back to Patterson, just in front of the Gardiner bench, able to keep it in. LaRoche underneath the Blaisdell, but Catchings able to pass it back to Moore. And now Dorogi, under 6 minutes here. Going left, puts a shot up. That one goes off the glass. Blaisdell able to come away. Now Nickerson. Back to Coombs now, going to his left. Underneath the Blaisdell, put another shot up, and that one, going to say a push goes against. I believe that is going to be the number 30, Catchings. So that is going to be his second. And the third team foul for the Tigers. First shot misses for Blaisdell. Checking back into the game is Caleb Hudson. Able to get the second, so now 23-12, 5:36. Looking for the inbounds pass. Patterson able to get in front of it. Puts the ball up. Goes off the rim. Still a scrum for it, but Tigers able to settle it down. Dorogi now. Looking near side as he drives to the far side. Pass over to Adams here, near side. Looks to drive baseline. Trying to go underneath. Goes back to Dorogi. Dorogi puts a shot off as the whistle's called against Patterson. So I believe that's going to be Patterson's second. It is on the scoreboards, and that's the 7th team foul. So that sends the Tigers to the bonus. And the first one falls for Dorogi. So now 23-13. Second one bounces off as Bort comes up with it. Passed over to Coombs now. 5:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Nickerson near side. Over to Bort. Back to LaRoche, over to Nickerson. 3-ball. That one misses. LaRoche underneath, able to get the rebound in the score. 25-13, 4:45. Dorogi going to his right. Passed over here to near side to Adams. Trying to get it back to Dorogi. As that's called against the Tigers, and it's going to be Bulldogs ball, 4:25. Coombs now. Jumper. That one falls off. Bork able to come away. Puts a shot up and underneath. Hudson over to Tweedy. Back to Dorogi. Just north of 4 minutes to go. Tweedy underneath. Trying to get that ball. As Blaisdell over to Bork. And Bork with the left hand layup. Gets the score. Another timeout taken here by the Tigers with 4 minutes left on the clock. 27-13 the score here for the home Bulldogs over the Tigers of Gardiner. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads-TV. And coming back from the timeout, going to be Gardner ball. There's going to be some pressure put on here by the Bulldogs. Dorogi able to drive it in, passes it back, but Blaisdell able to come away with it. And now Nickerson going to his right, drives baseline, puts a shot up, stopped, and able to be stopped and rebounded by Ryan Moore. Now Tweedy trying to do a bounce pass there as that one goes off and going to stay in the Bulldogs' favor with 3:30 left here in the first half. Coombs now. Over to Bork on the far side. Drives to his left. LaRoche back to Coombs. Goes to his right, puts a jumper up, gets it to fall. 29-13, 3:06 remaining here in the second quarter. Carlton. Hudson to Moore, puts it up, and LaRoche able to come down with another rebound. 2:45 remaining here in the first half. Bork looks to put it underneath, gives it to Nickerson on this near side. Drives right, jumper put up, and falls. 31-13, under 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Carlton drives, puts it up off the glass and gets it to fall. 31-15, 2:15 here on the clock. Coombs underneath the LaRoche, able to put it up on the far side and gets another one to fall. 33-15, 2:01. Pressure put on here by Bork. It will be intercepted by Coombs. Coombs puts it off the glass and a couple bounces, gets it to fall. (35-15, 1:40) as Blaisdell puts it up as that one goes off the block and out. Opportunity just missed there by the Bulldogs. as the Tigers take it. 1:32 remaining here. As Heward checks back into the game. Pressure put on here. Able to get it to Tweedy. Tweedy. As it is Moore that comes up and puts another one up for the Tigers. Gets it to fall 35-17, 106. Left here in quarter number 2. Coombs backs off. Looks to pivot as that pass misses the mark and goes out with 57.5 seconds remaining. Tigers gonna have it. As it's given to Taylor Tweedy, number 12 here. Pass to Carlton now, looks for a shot, doesn't get it. Now coming near side, back to Carlton, over to Tweedy. Tweedy looks for the big man, bounced out, 3 ball, that one misses the mark, goes off, and LaRoche able to come away with it. As a foul going to be called there against Tweedy. That's going to be the team foul number 4 for the Tigers. First against Tweedy. Stops the clock with 28.1 seconds. Coombs now carrying it up. Over to Bork. Now to Heward. Back to Bork. Near side, north of 15 seconds. Coombs now across to Bork. Now under 10. Back to Coombs as the Bulldogs looking to get the last shot off here. 3 ball far away. Just misses. Blaisdell puts it up as that one counts. So 37-17 as the horn sounds to go in to halftime, 37-17 here for the home Lawrence Bulldogs over the Gardiner Tigers. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. You can visit us at crossroads-tv.com. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you after the short intermission for second half action. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for a great Pine Tree Conference Class A North matchup between the Gardiner Tigers and the home Lawrence Bulldogs. Score after the first half, 37-17 in favor of the Bulldogs. It is going to be the Bulldogs' ball here, going from left to right with a fresh 8 minutes. We are ready to start. Coombs inbounded to Blaisdell. Underneath, puts a shot up as that one is able to fall. So 39-17. 7:50 left here in quarter number 3. Underneath the Catchings as Carlton's able to drive baseline back underneath, gets it to fall. Now 39-19. Martin Hashey to Patterson now. Patterson going to his left. Martin Hashey on the far side. Going to his right, puts it up. As that one goes over the top, no foul called, and Tigers come away with it. Trying to go underneath again to Catchings as that one just slips out the hands of Tweedy and goes past the arm of Catchings, as Martin Hashey able to get the long ball and gets the layup. Now 41-19, just north of 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Catchings. Now going back to DeRogie, jump shot, gets it to fall off the pass of Moore. Martin Hashey now to Coombs. Puts a floater up and gets another one to fall. 43-21, 6:40. Carlton back to Tweedy. Tweedy tries to go underneath, passes back to Carlton as the swipe is able to get loose of the ball, but Carlton going to the floor. Martin Hashey falls to the floor and Blaisdell comes up with it. Now given back to Nickerson, tries to put it up, gonna stay with the Bulldogs. So 6:14 remaining, Patterson underneath near side. As Tweedy is able to come away with it there on the defensive side for the Tigers. Now 6:04. Carlton puts a jumper up. That foul is called against number 22, Jake Patterson. So that is going to be his first team foul here in the second, as the first one misses for Carlton. As checking back into the game is senior Caleb Hudson, number 32 for the Tigers. As that shot miss, Catchings misses that one. Patterson able to come with the rebound under 6 minutes here in quarter number 3. Patterson still able to keep it. Coombs near side now. Over to the far side, Nickerson, 3. That one goes off, but Patterson comes with the rebound. Martin Hashey, 3 ball. That one misses. Nickerson trying to come away with it. Over to Coombs, great play. Coombs, 3. That one misses. Dylan Martin Hashey with the putback. Gets it to fall, 45-21, under 5.5 minutes here in the third quarter. DeRogie over to Catchings now. He puts up a shot. That one misses, but Coombs able to come away with it. Puts a test up for the big man as Patterson able to control it. Gives it to Nickerson, puts the shot up. That one comes out. Martin Hashey falling back. Able to get it out of the Tigers. So now with the quick transition, Catchings rides the baseline and gets it to fall. So now 45-23, under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Back to Nickerson now. Coming to the near side. Coombs. Now going over to the Patterson. Drives to his left, puts it up. and gets the fall off the high glass under 4.5 minutes to go. Score now 47-23 as Tweedy able to get it off his back. Dorogi able to pick it up for the Tigers, keep it in their possession as it goes back to Tweedy. Underneath, going to his left, puts it up, going to be called against Blaisdell, and going to the line is Hudson. As that is the second foul against Blaisdell and the second team foul for Lawrence. First shot misses for Hudson as substitutes come in. Looks like it's going to be Ryan Bork as well as Christian LaRoche checking in for the Bulldogs. Number 12, Taylor Tweedy, as well as number 22, Kyle Adams checking into the game. As the second one falls, so it's 47-24, 4:09 remaining here. Bork able to inbound it. Martin Hashi back to Bork. Bork with some room, puts the pressure on as that is not able to be handled there by LaRoche. I think he took his eyes off the ball as was coming into his hands, looking for the easy bucket. Misses that one. And now under 4 minutes to go, Dorogi going to his left. Puts a shot up and gets the fall, now 47-26. Dylan Martin Hashi now driving it up near side. Fakes left, goes right, and able to get the layup, 49-26. Just north of 3.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Dorogi goes to his left, puts a three ball up. That one misses. Dorogi with the rebound, puts another one up, misses. Carlton again as the second attempt goes. As Dylan Martin Hashi able to get it, goes behind his back, tries for the pass back to LaRoche, but not able to be handled. As the jumper able to come from this left side falls for Tweedy. Now 49-30, 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Coombs. Patterson drives to his left, puts it off the glass, rebounded by Tweedy. Back to Dorogi. Over to Tweedy now as Tweedy goes back, tries to pass it to Carlton there as it's going to stay with the Tigers. Say it went off of Dylan Martin Hashi as Blaisdell and Nickerson check back into the matchup for the Bulldogs. 2:35 remaining here. Inbounded Dorogi. Layup as that one is not able to fall as it goes off the rim, but able to try to come in. As they say, that goes in favor of the Tigers. And no fouls called here. As it's going to be a timeout taken here. With 2:29 remaining, score is 49-30 in favor of the Bulldogs over the Gardiner Tigers. Thank you for tuning into tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. Please visit our website for replays of all Lawrence boys and girls basketball home games. You can visit us at crossroads-tv.com. Tigers looking to inbound. Are able to get it in on the far side. Back to Tweedy. Jumper, that one misses. Blaisdell able to get the rebound. Tries to get it. Gives it to LaRoche. Over to Bork. And now on their offensive side. Back to Coombs now. 2:14. 19-point lead. LaRoche. Underneath, the Nickerson puts it up. Not able to get it, but gets the foul. So first one going against the team of the Tigers here in the second half. And the first one for Caleb Hudson. And Zach Nickerson able to get the first one to fall. Now 50-30. As checking back in to tonight's matchup is number 25, Adam Mitchell for the Tigers. And Nickerson able to make the second shot. So now 51-30, 2:06. As the clock winds down here in the third quarter. Over to Mitchell now on that far side. Goes to his left. Try to cut in between defenders. Puts a shot up after. Draws the foul. And 2 shots coming up for number 22, Kyle Adams. Able to get the first one. So now 20-point game, 51-31. And second one falls. So Coombs now. As the pressure being put on here by the Tigers. Coombs gets it past half court. Goes to his left to Bork. Bork looking to come near side, turns around, goes left, over to Nickerson now, near side, underneath the Blaisdell, puts a jumper up. As that one bounces around the rim, but does fall, so now the score. 53-32, 1:20. Left here in the third quarter. Trying to back his man down, kicks it back out, 3 ball for the sophomore Mason True. Bork not able to get it, tries to pass it up, but Coombs able to get it. But taking it back is Hudson. Over to Mitchell, now back. As that second attempt doesn't fall for True. Coombs cuts into between, gets a jumper to fall. Now under a minute to go, 55-35. As Tweedy goes to his left, cuts it back to his right. Going to that far side. Back to Mitchell, now underneath the Tweedy again. And gets that one that falls. 55-37. Now under 20 seconds going here in the third quarter. Pressure being put on by the Tigers. As Coombs trips, falls to the floor. Tigers try to take in transition and able to get it. And now being pushed back up, under 5 seconds. Coombs, 3 ball, far away. That one misses. And now the horn sounds to signify the end of 3 quarters. Score is 55-39 in favor of the Bulldogs over the Gardiner Tigers. We will see you shortly here for a fresh 8 minutes of the final fourth quarter here. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here for fourth quarter action. Tweedy able to get it in. And now carrying it up the floor. Now going to the far side. Now coming to near side. Over to Mitchell. Three ball. That one misses the mark. Able to be batted back to Tigers territory, but Dylan Martin-Hashey comes away with it now. And over to Patterson with 7.5 minutes left here in tonight's matchup. Heward now going to his left. Over to Nickerson on the far side. Jumper. That one goes off the rim. Tigers now taking it in transition. As travel called against the Tigers and Hudson there. So 7:14 remaining. 55-39 the score here for the Bulldogs. Martin-Hashey back to Nickerson, now to Patterson. Nickerson underneath the Blaisdell. Puts it up, draws the foul, and going to be going to the line. As that's the second called against Hudson of the Tigers and their second team foul. Shot falls for Blaisdell, increases the lead 56-39. And gets the second. So now 57-39, under 7 minutes to go. Tweedy to Hudson, back to Tweedy on the baseline. Tries to get that pass back. Blaisdell able to step up and take it away. As Nickerson over to Patterson, far side underneath the Heward near side. Blaisdell comes in, able to get it in the air and puts it up. Now 59-39 with 6.5 minutes to go. Puts the shot up and gets it to fall on the far side by Adams. Now 59-41, 6:20. Dylan Martin-Hashey. Over to Zach Nickerson. Over to Patterson. Looking for underneath. Back to Martin-Hashey underneath the Blaisdell. Turns around, puts it up. No foul called there. Heward able to come away with it for the Mule Bulldogs as we come in underneath 6 minutes. Patterson drives to his left, not able to get it. Tigers throw it up to Tweedy. And gets it. The rebound, the fall, 59-43, just north of 5.5 minutes left here in tonight's matchup. Over to Heward. Heward bounces it back, takes it over to Nickerson now, far side to Martin-Hashey. Backs it off. Patterson trying to dish it underneath. Kicks it back out to Martin-Hashey. Bounces it back, gives it to Patterson. Patterson as the second attempt by Blaisdell not able to fall. Now under 5 minutes, but Nickerson able to get the steal. As it goes to the floor, Patterson able to come away with it for the Bulldogs. Goes up and gets the foul. And gonna have a three-point opportunity here as the score increased 61-43. As it's gonna be a full substitution here for the Tigers. As Tweedy, DeRogie, Catchings, Carlton, and Moore check back in for the Tigers. Carlton now. Over to Tweedy, back to Tweedy from Catchings. Moore as call goes against the Tigers there. So Bulldogs come away with it 4:25. remaining. Long pass over to Martin Hashey. Able to get the layup. Now 64-43, 4:17 remaining. Dorogi goes to his left, puts a jumper up. That one not able to fall. As that's called against Moore for a push over the top. So now team fouls, 5 for the Tigers, 3 for the Bulldogs. Martin Hashey, no look pass to Coombs. Across to Blaisdell. Coombs over to Patterson. Looks underneath, goes to his left, falls to the floor. As that one goes out, no foul called. So the Tigers take back over, 3:55 remaining. Dorogi. Back near side, Tweedy. Carlton able to get the jumper. 3:40 remaining, 64-45. Patterson crosses him up, passes to Blaisdell from the far side, gets it. 66-45, 3:27 remaining. Puts a shot up off the high glass, doesn't get the fall, but rebounded by the Tigers. 3 ball goes up, that one misses. And Nickerson comes away with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Just north of 3 minutes to go. Martin Hashey on the near side. Underneath the Nickerson, puts it off the glass. It'll be blocked there by the Tigers and now taken in transition. Carlton able to get it off a high angle. Gets it to fall, now 66-47, still in favor of the Bulldogs. Martin Hashey backing it off, given to Dylan Coombs. Over to Nickerson, jump shot. That one rims out. Tweedy comes away with the rebound. Carlton, 3 ball from the far side, and a swish. So now 66-50, under 2.5 minutes left here in regulation. Dylan Martin Hashey passes it up to Coombs. Coombs slows it down, stops. Patterson to the long, to the near side. As timeouts taken here by Coach Pellerin of the Bulldogs. Score 66 Bulldogs, 50 for the Tigers, 2:11 remaining here in regulation. Thank you for tuning into tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. And now coming back from the Lawrence timeout, Bork now to Coombs. Bork over to Patterson on the far side, looking underneath. LaRoche underneath the Coombs, puts it up and gets it to fall. Now 68-50. 1:46 remaining. Tweedy driving to his left. Call goes against Bork. As that is going to be the second for Bork. Now team fouls, 5 for the Tigers, 4 for the Bulldogs. Tweedy looking to inbound the ball here for the Tigers. Able to get it for Moore. Moore puts up a shot, but Martin Hashey able to come away with it. Patterson now. Now 90 seconds remaining here in regulation. Patterson over to Bork. Heward with a 3 ball. Bork able to get it and puts it back up. 70-50, 111 left. Carlton on the far side. 3 ball. That one misses. And the pressure put on, but goes out. Off of Lawrence, so Tigers going to take it. Moore puts the shot up. Bork able to come up with it. Under a minute to go. Patterson on the far side. Over to Bork. Under 50 seconds now. Back to Patterson. Heward, 3. That one misses. Martin Hashey tries to get it to stay in. It does. Patterson back to Martin Hashey. Under 30 seconds to go. Backs it back off. Drives to his right. Reach-in foul called. Bulldogs going to have it underneath the basket near side. 16 foul for the Tigers. The clock stopped with 16.4 seconds. Patterson able to inbound it to Martin Hashey. Turnaround jumper. That one misses. LaRoche able to get the rebound, puts it up, and not able to get that one as Moore comes away with it. Passed up, but Bork able to come away with it. We're going to hold on to it here as the clock hits 0 here, with the final score being 70-50. The Lawrence Bulldogs over the Gardiner Tigers. Now the Tigers overall falling to 2-7 on the season. Next game for the Tigers is going to be in a couple days, as we move on to the next game for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Next game is going to be Thursday the 9th at Erskine Academy. Game time is scheduled for a 6:30 start. Bulldogs move to 4-5 on the season. We will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in to Crossroads TV. Please visit us at crossroads-tv.com. We will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.